This is Botnia's brand new Targa 41. That's not an evolution, as is often the way with Botnia. They did tend to evolve their boats over a long period of time. This is a brand new model. It fits between their 37 and their 46. Now, it's very traditional Targa, but there are a few modern features on this we've not seen before. For example, hull windows. It's the first time they've done hull windows. And look as well at the way they put this flush glazing in here compared to the framed glazing that they've always had, as you can see on the one next to us. But it's still a proper traditional Targa. So we've still got this really super chunky rail that goes around it here, and you can see it down here as well, and that one wraps around the bathing platform. These boats are absolutely designed to be used. It's not all about accommodation, it's all about going out in all conditions and all year round. It's a proper all-weather boat, this one. Make these in Finland, and of course those guys are really seriously into their boating. Let's go over here actually, because we can see it then from this side. There we go. It's a purposeful looking boat, and purposeful pretty much sums up what it's about. Let's step on board. We've got the boarding ladder down here. Another thing you have on these, which is very sensible, is this. So it's on outdrives, but this allows you to get to the outdrive. So if you get like a rope around the prop or something like that, you can actually get to it easily. Again, it's all about that practical thinking. Big gates on the back here. These of course close across like this and lock into place. Engines are under here, we'll look at that, and it's a full walk around. You can see how the decks go around either way, and again we will look at that as well. But I'm going to take you inside first of all, and in here it is classic Botnia. A lot of teak, a lot of very high quality finishing, and it's absolutely rock solid. I always think of these boats a bit like Tonka toys, you know, they're just designed to last forever. And it's not like it's going to go out of fashion, because it's not in fashion in the first place. It's just simply totally practical. It's like a Land Cruiser or a Land Rover or something like that. In fact, they call these the 4x4s of the sea, and I think that's why. There's bits of storage about the places you'd expect. So shelves down here, for example. We've got the height adjustable table here, so that can be dropped down if you want it to. Sink is underneath here. This one's got the gas cooking, and then the electric oven, and the fridge is in the middle, as you can see. And if we come up a little bit further, we'll find in here crockery. Look at this. Everything in its place. There we go. That's fantastic, isn't it? And then here again, classic Botnia Targa. You've got the two big sliding opening doors. It's all about practicality. There's very much owner-operator. You won't find one of these with a crew. If you're the kind of person that's running with a crew, you're not the kind of person to buy a boat like this. This is a user's boat, without a shadow of a doubt. We've got the helm seat here, and then this seat next to it, of course, gives space for people to join you for the ride. This is very Botnia. What you've got here is the wheel and the throttles in a very sort of upright position, so you can stand here with a really commanding view out. But what you can do with this is this little chap here allows you to pull that, and the whole lot tilts back. Then you can see how that's come out of the thing and tilted back, so that if you're sat at the helm, again, it's all perfectly positioned. Thrusters, wiper switches, engine controls, the whole lot have moved, not just the steering wheel. There we go. If I pull that lever again, where's it gone? There it is. There we go, and that's dropping it back where it was. Twin multifunction displays, lot of switches, because again it's all very traditional on these, and all very practical. We've got the VHF radio here, we've got the zip wake trim tabs here, bow and stern thruster on this particular boat, which is on stern drives. Down here you've got a controller for those multifunction displays, which means that when you're sat here, you're not kind of having to lunge forward and mess around with these displays. It's all at your fingertips down here at the side. And also, again, very Botnia to have the proper analog instrumentation for the engines across the top, as you can see, as well as the Volvo Penta digital display as well. You know, most boats these days, they're just going over to using that on its own. Botnia is sticking with the gauges. They like things done properly. We've got opening hatches right the way across here, so there's a lot of ventilation through here. And then over here, this one, of course, when you're underway, you would drop down, so you have the uninterrupted view out across. And I will turn my phone off so it doesn't keep bleeping. There we go. That's the first boat of the show. There we go, a little bit of storage in there. And if we head on forward, we will find the owner's cabin up here in the bow. This all closes off, so these come across like this, and that, as we saw, drops. So you can close it off with privacy. Nice wide steps coming down into here, and then a central double bed in the centre, as most central beds tend to be. Yeah. So nearly get worse as the day goes on. Storage in here, and the same on the other side. Twin hatches on this one, which is nice. So again, a lot of light, a lot of ventilation. And we've got blinds that come across like this. There we go, little reading lights up by the bed head. And round here is the ensuite to this cabin. There we go, separate shower. Lovely. Let's head on back. It's a feast of teak, isn't it? It's all so nicely done, and it feels rock solid. That's a little hanging locker in there, and you've also got then these traditional, very Botnia light switches. I said life switches then for some reason. This is a rail that drops down, so when you're sat here, you can put your feet on there. This makes it all a bit more comfortable, and this is for dropping charts into. And that's a lift up section there again, put your feet on. Let's head on back. So this is again very much a Botnia sort of thing to have the completely separate accommodation back here. I'm going to guess that's a TV in there, but I'm not sure because I've not found a button for it. But that's my guess. Steps down here take you to the guest accommodation. Now what they've done here is to put a double in and a single in, and yes, of course you could use them both together, so you know, if you had a couple with a young child, then no problem, but it also gives you flexibility. So you could use this as a 2 singles, for example. You can use it as just a double, for example. It just gives you that flexibility. And they used to always have like a bit of a bulkhead between these, like a half bulkhead, and now they've opened it up so it's full beam right across the boat. And these are these hull windows, so you've got a little bit of a view out. There we go. Oh, another Botnia next door. That's a 46, tour of that already on the channel. Bit of storage tucked around the place, the light switches again, of course, and then we have the hanging rail in there. And there's more over here. Shelving, a bit more storage down there. There we go. Now the day heads is in this one here, so of course at night this is what this cabin would use. And that's in there, so it's just a loo and a sink. But there is a shower as well. You can see there's a curtain that goes around at the top. And the shower, oh there it is, it's down there. Very good. Right, let's come out here. Let's take a wander around the outside, because I think that's what these boats are about in many ways. Obviously the interior is perfectly usable and all very nice, but it is very much an outdoorsy sort of boat. And I was talking about it being a walk around. Oh, these are new as well. They've put side gates in now. Didn't used to get those. You see the one next door has got the opening rail, but not the opening section in the bulwark. This has got both. Just makes it all a bit more usable. Sliding door across here, and then if we step to this side, really big, wide walk around decks. That's the sliding door we saw at the helm. So I'll say you're straight out of there. And then up here, we've got the sunbathing on the bow, and those are those 2 hatches that we saw over the forward cabin. And right up to the very front, obviously anchor winches up there, cleats and so forth. These rails here are because out in Finland, what they do with these a lot of time is they'll actually take these up to an island, anchor off the stern, put the bow against the island and step off the front. There we go. Let's go right up there actually, because you get a really good sense of the scale and style of this boat from here. That's a serious bit of kit, isn't it? And that is exactly what these are. A serious bit of kit. A Tonka toy. It's not a, oh it's raining, we won't go boating today. It's not a, oh it's a bit windy, we'll go boating today. It's just a, we're going boating today and we've got the boat to do it, pretty much irrespective of conditions. These are little bits of storage in here. So, deck lockers for canopies and whatever else you want to keep in there. And then these steps take you up to flybridge. Another helm position, of course. Very, very commanding view from here of Southampton Boat Show today. There we go. And that's the view over the front. Those hatches that we saw over the helm position. So helm is here, engine controls, thruster controls, zip wake, trim tab controls, the multifunction display again. And then we've also got this area, which is a seating area, and what you can do with this is reverse this one. So that drops back that way when you're underway, and you've got seating then right across the front and seating across here as well. And then the radar arch with, of course, the radar, TV aerial, antennas, nav lights, all that kind of stuff is all up there on the top. You can lower this table and put an infill cushion on here, so if you want this as a bit of extra sunbathing, you can have it. It's not really a sunbathing-y sort of boat, if I'm honest, but nonetheless it's there if you need it. Fantastic. Okay, last thing to discuss is engines. Let's go back down here. And they are under the floor back here. Let's lift these up. There we go. So the whole thing rises up like that. And again, it's very much part of the ethos that these are so easily and fully get-atable. Especially if you undo the catch first. Oh. Especially if you undo both catches first. There we go. Those are some solid pieces of GRP there. And then we have very unfettered access to the engines. That chap there, in case you're wondering, is the cockpit table. That's where that lives. And then we will step down and in. Here we go. There we go. Look at this wiring across here. It's all big league, isn't it? That little chap there, I think it's for an outboard, so you can clamp an outboard onto there for your tender. You've got hot water over on that side, and then these are the motors back here. They are D6 440 stern drive Volvo Pentas, 440 horsepower each, and they give this boat high 30s, so about 38 knots flat out, cruising therefore anything between 20 and 30 knots, and a range of about 350 miles. But you can see what I mean about how you can get in and around to everywhere. I mean, that is a big engine access, and what's great is you're not having to uproot furniture and things first. You simply undo the catches and lift it, and the bits of furniture that are on it go up with it. There we go. Some of the battery systems, chargers and so forth over there in the corner. But yeah, that's a big space, isn't it? Splendid. Let's come back out of here. Drop these back down. There we are. And that one. Perfect. That's where the table goes, into there. You see another leg for it just there as well. Good, and that one there's a manual bilge pump. It's got electric pumps, but that's a backup manual. So worst case scenario, no matter what, you can pump the bilges. There we go. I think we've done that one justice, haven't we? Let's come right up here on the bow. That is the new Botnia Targa 41. Massive thanks to Wessex Marine, that are dealers for these in the UK, and they facilitated this tour. And massive thanks, of course, to you for watching it. Let me know what you think of that, and we'll catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.